all of you to take your respective seats. Honorable Chancellor Sir, with your permission, may I request you to kindly declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
May I now request the Vice Chancellor, Professor T. Srinivasan, to give the welcome address and present the report of the university.
Honorable President of India and Visitor of the University, Srimati Draupadi Murmuji, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Abdul Nazir ji, Honorable Union Minister of Education, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Nara Lokesh ji, Honorable Minister of Women and Children Welfare, Tribal Welfare, Madam, respected Chancellor of the University, Shri Madan Lal Meena ji, distinguished members of the statutory bodies, esteemed guests, faculty members, officers, staff, proud parents and dear students. It is my privilege to welcome you all to the first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh. We are deeply honored that the Honorable President of India has graciously consented to grace this historic occasion as the chief guest. Her august presence remarks a defining milestone in the journey of this university. My heartfelt congratulations to every graduate receiving a degree today. Your success reflects your perseverance, the sacrifices of your parents, and the dedication of your teachers. Today marks not the end of your education, but the beginning of your responsibility towards the society. India's tribal communities are custodians of rich legacy of knowledge, biodiversity, sustainable living, and cultural heritage. At the same time, many tribal regions continue to face challenges in the education, healthcare, nutrition, and livelihood. The true measure of India's progress lies in ensuring that these communities become equal partners in the national development. It is with this vision that the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh was established in the year 2019. Our mission is not only to provide quality higher education, but also to preserve tribal knowledge systems, empower tribal youth, and integrate traditional wisdom with modern science for inclusive and sustainable development. Despite being the youngest central university, the university has made encouraging progress guided by the National Education Policy 2020. We offer multidisciplinary programs across 13 departments and have aligned our teaching, research, extension, and innovation with 5 strategic thrust areas. They are tribal welfare, public health, nutritional security, environment and climate resilience, and energy and emerging technologies. These priorities reflect the needs of both tribal communities and the nation. Since 2022, the university has been operating a dedicated tribal skill development center, creating opportunities for skill enhancement, entrepreneurship, and livelihood. I'm happy to share that the university has adopted 2 villages, Kondakarakam and S. Burju Alsa, to support tribal community development. I am delighted to share with the august gathering that the university's research agenda is firmly aligned with the pressing needs of the 21st century, guided by our philosophy of taking innovation from lab to land and land to lab. In short span of time, we have submitted research proposals worth over 65 crores in the above mentioned thrust areas. I'm particularly proud to mention that our flagship initiatives include research on semiconductor materials and sensors, addressing sickle cell disease in collaboration with ICMR, documenting indigenous medicinal knowledge with the Patanjali Research Foundation, promoting indigenous rice and millet cultivation in partnership with Indian Institute of Rice Research and Indian Institute of Millets Research. Together, these initiatives demonstrate our unwavering commitment to ensure that education empowers communities, research addresses societal challenges, and university contributes meaningfully to the nation building. Our aspiration is to establish the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh as globally recognized center of excellence, where tribal knowledge and modern science converge to create sustainable development, empower communities, and contribute meaningfully to the vision of Vikasit Bharat 2047. My young friends, as the graduating batch of the first convocation of the Central University of Andhra Pradesh, you will always hold a special place in the history of this university. Wherever life takes you, remember that you are our ambassadors. Remain proud of your roots, continue to learn throughout your lives, and use your knowledge not only to build successful careers, but also to transform lives. Before I conclude, I express my heartfelt gratitude to Ministry of Education, Government of India, Ministry of Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, whose unwavering support is helping to shape this young university. I once again congratulate all graduates and medal winners. May your dreams inspire innovation, your knowledge serve humanity, and your actions contribute to building Vikasit Bharat. Thank you. Jai Hind.
May I now request the Vice Chancellor to felicitate the Honorable President of India and other dignitaries on the stage. Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Union Minister of Education. Honorable Minister of HRD, Government of Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Minister of Child Welfare and Tribal Welfare, Government of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, sir. Thank you, dignitaries. I request the Dean to present the certificates to the students.
Chancellor, sir, I present to you of 373 candidates, both present and in absentia, out of which 200 from School of Science, 82 from School of Humanities and Social Sciences, and 90 from School of Management Studies, who have been examined and found qualified for the degrees of BSc Artificial Intelligence, BSc Botany, BSc Chemistry, BSc Geology, PG Diploma in Cyber Security, PG Diploma in Horticulture, Integrated MSc Botany, Integrated MSc Chemistry, Integrated MSc Geology, MSc Biotechnology, MSc Chemistry, MA English, MA Journalism and Mass Communication, Master of Social Work, MA Sociology, MA Tribal Studies, BBA Tourism and Travel Management, PG Diploma in Tourism and Hospitality Management, Integrated MBA Tourism and Travel Management, and MBA during the years 2020 to 2026, to which I pray those who present and in absentia may be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as Chancellor of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, I admit the candidates present and those who are absent to their respective degrees of postgraduate, graduate, PG diplomas of this university, and charge them that in their life and conduct they prove themselves worthy of the same. Now I ask students to stand up and take the oath. Students, please stand up. We shall in thought, word and deed ever endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession, and shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and the honor of our university. We shall uphold and advance social order and well-being of our fellow members, and shall devote all our energy to promote unity, integrity, and the secular ideals of our country. Candidates and students, sit down.
May I respectfully request Honorable President to present the gold medals to the students. I request other dignitaries to join for presentation of gold medals. Yaganti Swati Chandrika, MSc Chemistry 2021. Kakinada Lavanya, MSc Chemistry 2023. Gino Pragadesh B, MSc Chemistry 2024. Narsipuram Kavya, Integrated MSc Chemistry 2024. Umidi Yashita, Integrated MSc Chemistry 2025. Saraswati R, MSc Chemistry 2025. Jonalagada Divya, Master of Business Administration 2025. Faisal Babu CK, Master of Social Work 2025. K. Lavanya, MSc Biotechnology 2025. Regam Neelima, MSc Chemistry 2026. Yandava Sindhu Priya, MSc Biotechnology 2026. Marisharla Vijay Lakshmi, Master of Business Administration 2026. Sneha K. Sneha K, Master of Social Work 2026. Thank you.
May I now respectfully invite Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, Honorable Minister for Human Resource Development, Information Technology, Electronics and Communication and Real-Time Governance, Government of Andhra Pradesh to address the gathering.
Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri S. Abdul Nazir Garu, Honorable Union Minister for Education, Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Honorable Minister for Women, Child and Tribal Welfare, Gummadi Sandhya Rani Garu, Chancellor, Vice Chancellors, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents and my dear graduating students. Andarki na namaskaram. Every generation inherits a nation. Education determines what kind of nation it leaves behind. That is why universities are not just institutions that award degrees. They create dreams, build confidence, shape leaders, and transform the destiny of generations. Today is not just the first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh. It is a celebration of opportunity, celebration of inclusion, and celebration of the belief that quality education must reach every corner of our country and every section of our society. Vikasit Bharat 2047 cannot be built unless every region progresses and every community participates. Universities in tribal regions are not just centers of learning. They are a catalyst for social transformation and equal opportunity. When a first generation learner graduates, an entire family moves forward and so does the nation. That is the spirit of Vikasit Bharat 2047, where innovation, research and development empower every citizen while preserving our rich tribal heritage. My dear students, as you receive your degrees today, I request you to look at the person seated before you. There could not have been a more meaningful chief guest for the first convocation of a tribal university than our beloved Rashtrapati ji. Her own life is the finest answer to the question of why institutions like this university matter. Rashtrapati ji was born in Upparabeda, a small tribal village in Odisha's Mayurbhanj district. In those days, reaching school itself meant walking long distances. Higher education for tribal girls was rare, yet she became the first woman from her village to complete graduation. That single step changed not only her own future, but the aspiration of countless young girls who came after her. Before entering politics, she chose to become a teacher at the Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Center in Rairangpur. She often says that teaching gave her the greatest satisfaction because it allowed her to shape lives before she ever shaped public policy. That is a reminder that leadership begins with service. Her public life was never built on privilege. She started as a councillor in the Rairangpur Notified Area Council, later became its vice chairperson, an MLA, minister in Odisha, governor of Jharkhand, and finally the President of India. Every milestone was earned. Every milestone was earned step by step through years of public service. But what makes Rashtrapati Ji's journey extraordinary is not only the offices she has held, it is the burdens she has carried. Between 2009 and 14, she lost her elder son, her younger son, her husband, her mother, and her brother. Few among us can imagine such grief. Yet she decided not to surrender to despair. She immersed herself in spirituality, returned to public service with renowned resolve, and transformed personal suffering into compassion for others. When she took oath as the President of India in 2022, she said, "My election is proof that the poor in India can not only dream, but can also fulfill those dreams." Those were not ceremonial words. They reflected a life lived against the odds. Today, when a tribal child looks at Rashtrapati Bhavan, they no longer see a distant institution. They see someone who once studied in a village, worked as a teacher, traveled village roads, faced unbearable personal loss, and yet never lost faith in education, democracy, or service. Dear graduates, what is the true purpose of a university? Today you receive a degree. Tomorrow life will ask you a bigger question. What difference will you make? The true purpose of education is not just to earn a degree. It is to create solutions that improve people's lives. Today we are living in the age of artificial intelligence. AI can give answers, but it can never replace human values, curiosity, compassion, and character. Those qualities are nurtured in great universities and they shape great human beings. That is why universities must produce not just skilled professionals, but responsible citizens, compassionate leaders, and lifelong learners. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has envisioned a Vikasit Bharat where quality education, innovation, and research become a foundation of a developed India. I would like to also appreciate our Honorable Union Education Minister Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, who's been like my father and mentor through my journey as the Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Inspired by this national vision, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Andhra Pradesh is transforming higher education to build universities that create knowledge, inspire innovation, and prepare students not just for jobs, but for leadership. Our dream is not merely to produce degree holders, but to nurture future leaders. Through quality faculty, industry-linked skills, research and innovation, we are building future-ready universities that empower every student to succeed in the rapidly changing world. Our goal is simple yet ambitious. Every student employable, every university innovative, every researcher empowered. More importantly, we want every young mind to have the confidence to compete with the very best in the world. Dear graduates, today your parents will proudly frame your degrees, but life will remember something even more important: your decisions, your values, your contributions to our nation. Never measure success by the position you hold. Measure it by the lives you touch, problems you solve, and the opportunities you create for others. Because education finds its highest purpose not when it changes our own life, but when it empowers us to change the lives of others. As you leave this campus today, carry your knowledge with confidence, your roots with pride, and your values with humility. Always remember, a degree may earn you a profession, but character earns you respect and service earns you legacy. With this, I look forward to actually seeing few of you joining in the Indian political system and changing the political discourse of our great nation. So congratulations to every graduating student, your proud parents, dedicated teachers, and the entire Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh. May your journey inspire many more journeys. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now respectfully invite Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Union Minister of Education, to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmuji, Sri Abdul Nasir Ji, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Lokesh Ji, Honorable Minister of HRD, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Madam Srimati Sandhya Rani Ji, Minister Women and Child Welfare and Tribal Welfare in Government of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Madan Lal Minaji, Chancellor of Central Tribal University, Andhra Pradesh, Professor T. Srinivasan Ji, Vice Chancellor, Central Tribal University, Andhra Pradesh, और ex-Vice Chancellor, Professor Katimani, renowned educationist of the country, distinguished guests, proud parents, faculties, my dear students. We all are fortunate today. I am grateful to Honorable Chief Patron of Education System of India, the President of India. Though it's a very childlike institution, it's a fast convocation. I can remember a few years back, we started this university by appointing Professor Katimani as its Chancellor, Vice Chancellor for first time. Then I got opportunity to put the foundation stone of the new upcoming building of these great institutions. But I'm grateful to President Madam, with your kindness, with your greatness, you choose to address the first batch of Central Tribal University Andhra Pradesh passing out students. This will be a lifelong memory for all these students. I'm confident not only they are completing their education by this convocation, they are entering to a new responsibility. If they took responsibility, then millions' rights will be protected. I have two, three suggestions for this university. My dear young friends, you are at a very critical juncture. 100 years ago, just imagine what was the situation of our country. What was India doing, Bharat doing in the early part of 20th century? We are at the verge of getting independence. We gave a clarion call for quit India, non-cooperation. The final leg of independence movement as we speak 100 years ago. That was a period of struggling, the period of great fight. And I know where you belong. You all in the part of old Vijayanagaram district. And I think the university is in the district, the present newly carved district of Aluri Sitaram Raju district. And in those days, the great leader of Aluri, like Aluri Sitaram Raju, they fought with the Britishers to give freedom to this country. Today, we all are fortunate. Now your responsibility, your duty, how to achieve the target of 2047, Prime Minister Narendra Modi give a clarion call to countrymen, by 2047 we have to be the developed country. And do you know, where are you? You are not here mere in the university campus. You are not mere in this part of globe. This part of globe, this part of our country, this part of our state Andhra Pradesh has historical and significant relevance. This is centuries ago. From this place, the maritime ecosystem of a great India civilization has started. From this coast, from this part of India, this coast, the civilization went to different part of world. Sri Lanka is proud of India's heritage. They proudly claim, we belong to Indian civilization. Our ancestors come from this part of India. And you all are inheritors of that proud legacy. We fought with the Britishers in this area. But today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the visionary Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu ji, has both of them in vision to develop India, to develop Andhra Pradesh. You are part of Swarnima Andhra. You all are, many of you belong to Andhra Pradesh. Many may not be belong to Andhra Pradesh, but now, by luck, you are part of our Swarnima Andhra culture. You all have to take responsibility, what we'll do in future. The Honorable Vice Chancellor was mentioning about the research ecosystem of the newly upcoming university. As Education Minister of India, as Education in charge of this country, my expectation will be from you, don't go behind Naukri. Don't go behind any government service or any job. Try to become job creator. If your initiative job will be created, many more will be get job. You are not entitled to go for a job. You are entitled to create jobs. The university are meant to take lead, to create new innovation, new models. I am confident, and this university has unique positioning. The university's name is Tribal University. What does it mean? Not merely understanding the language, not merely understanding the culture, you have to. The Indian made knowledge system is coming from the tribal society of our country. They are the original inhabitor of this civilization. They know everything. They know nature, they know forest, they know agriculture, they know animal husbandry. They know how to tackle with the nature. They're master of their destiny. We have to repackage all this knowledge system in the present day context. You are presiding over a repository of knowledge. Your first responsibility, how to create a bridge between the conventional knowledge, the Indian knowledge system, and the present day requirement. And that part of your university location, that's a living example of human laboratories. Lot of concerns are there, lot of aspirations are there, lot of possibilities are there. The role of university, how to convert it, how to create a synergy between society and aspiration. University is meant for that. I am confident the newly upcoming Central Tribal University Andhra Pradesh will fulfill that societal aspiration. And finally, friends, we are the new era. Andhra Pradesh, India, both of this area, both of our entity with a competitive federal character, we are destined to be the part of a global economic hotspot. My visionary colleague, the able Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh, today we visited a remote school. On coming back, he was giving idea of this area. This area is going to be a $1 trillion economy size in very near future. Who will be the beneficiary? Who will lead that? I meant myself, not lead. Who will take lead of that benefit? Who will be the captain of that social change, economic change? Certainly, our university students. In the area of biotechnology, in the area of human psychology, in the area of behavioral practice, in the area of public health system, more research is expected. More human-centric solutions are expected. I am confident this young university will take responsibility to fulfill the target of Vikasit Bharat 2047, to fulfill the dream of this countrymen. You will take lead, and your parents will be proud of all of you. Not only your parents, or your faculty, your Vice Chancellor, and all of us will be proud of you with your leadership. With your leadership. Today morning I saw a small video. The video's main character was late President APJ Abdul Kalam. A young girl was asking Abdul Kalam ji, sir, who was your inspiration? Who was your inspiration? Late President Abdul Kalam answered, I live in a small town, Rameshwaram. In that small town, my teacher who taught me about a bird, how bird flew, how bird moved, that create a imagination, inspiration for me to be a rocket scientist. I am proud, able faculty, able society, able parents must have given you an inspiration to create big things. Friends, entire human civilization is looking towards India for their solutions, for their challenges. And I am, as a parent, as an administrator, as a secretary in charge, I am confident my young colleagues, my young friends are going to fulfill that societal aspiration. Congratulations to your new life. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and guidance for the university. May I now respectfully invite His Excellency Sri S. Abdul Nazir Ji, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, to address the gathering.
Respected Rashtrapati Ji, Visitor of Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Union Minister of Education, Shri Nara Lokesh Garu, Honorable Minister for HRD, Srimati Gummidi Sandhya Rani, Honorable Minister for Tribal Welfare, Shri Madanlal Meena, Chancellor, Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, Professor T. Srinivasan, Vice Chancellor, Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, the Court, Executive Council, Registrar, Academic Council, Board of Studies, Deans, Faculty, staff of the University, my dear students, members of the media, I extend my warm greetings to you all. I deem it an honor and privilege to participate in the first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh here today in the august presence of the respected Rashtrapati Ji, Visitor of the University, and other dignitaries seated on the dais of the dais. The first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh marks an important milestone and an auspicious beginning in the annals of the university. The Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh was established in 2019, and it is one of the top central universities located in Vizianagaram, Andhra Pradesh. The university has been catering to the higher educational needs of the people and fulfills the long-cherished dream of tribal population of Andhra Pradesh and the neighboring states of Odisha and Chhattisgarh, providing better access to higher education. Andhra Pradesh is one of the states with a large number of scheduled tribes population of approximately 27.39 lakhs, constituting 5.53% of the total population of the state as per the 2011 census. The tribal population of the state consists of 34 scheduled tribes, out of which 7 tribal groups categorized as particularly vulnerable tribal groups. The scheduled tribes in the state are primarily located in 5 erstwhile districts of Srikakulam, Vizianagaram, Vishakhapatnam, East Godavari and West Godavari, which are designated as scheduled areas, are contiguous to South Odisha and South Chhattisgarh. The district collector of the districts having scheduled area acts as the agent to the government, and the project officer integrated tribal development agency as the additional agent to the government for the administration of civil justice and to implement the protective regulations and the constitutional safeguards. Particularly, the Land Transfer Regulation Act of 1959 made a remarkable progress in the restoration of land to the tribals. Araku coffee the premium specialty coffee cultivated by the tribal farmers in Araku Valley, which is an initiative of the Girijan Cooperative Corporation and Nandi Foundation, is a great success story. The coffee plantations of Araku Valley provide round-the-year employment to the local tribal families. The initiative boasts of the world's largest tribal organic coffee farmers cooperative with more than 40,000 members, internationally acclaimed for their quality. The Gems of Araku, a world-class organic coffee brand, has now reached more than 42 countries. The situation of tribal population in Andhra Pradesh presents a picture of complex social diversity. There is a considerable variation in the size, mode of living, and levels of development among the tribal groups, apart from differences in language and dialect. As per 2011 census, the literacy rate of 58.95% among tribal communities of the state is found to be below the overall literacy of the country. However, there is a significant increase in the female literacy among the tribal community. The government has designed and implemented a number of welfare schemes for the welfare of the tribal people, like giving them coaching under the pre-examination training to enable them to appear for competitive examinations. Special emphasis was laid on the education of tribal girls by starting ashram schools, residential schools, and industrial training institutes exclusively for the benefit of tribal youth. Andhra Pradesh introduced a new scheme called NTR Vidyonnati, which provides free coaching, boarding and lodging, supply of textbook and reference books, etc. for tribal students, and prepares them to appear for competitive examinations conducted by UPSC. The educational advancement of tribal communities has been a constitutional priority since independence, with special provisions enshrined in Article 15(4), 29, 46, and 350 of the Constitution. As India strives to achieve inclusive and equitable quality education for all, as envisioned in the National Education Policy 2020 and Sustainable Development Goal 4 of United Nations, it is imperative to focus special attention to educational needs of tribal communities. Apart from providing equitable access to higher education, priority must be given to address the cultural relevance and quality of education provided to tribal students by including multilingual education, culturally responsive pedagogy, and a curriculum that respects and integrates tribal knowledge systems. In this regard, I am optimistic that the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh is poised to play a key role in addressing the challenges faced by tribal youth of this region by not only providing access to higher education, but also guiding them to navigate through the education system and become successful. I congratulate all the graduates, postgraduates, and research scholars who received their degrees and medals in the first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, Vizianagaram. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
It is my good fortune and proud privilege to respectfully invite the Honorable President of India to deliver the convocation address.
इस प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह में उपस्थित आंध्र प्रदेश के राज्यपाल श्री एस अब्दुल नजीर जी, केंद्रीय शिक्षा मंत्री श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी, आंध्र प्रदेश सरकार में जनजातीय कल्याण मंत्री श्रीमती जी संध्याराणी जी, आंध्र प्रदेश सरकार में मानव संसाधन विकास, सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और संचार और रियल टाइम गवर्नेंस मंत्री श्री नारा लोकेश जी, इस विश्वविद्यालय के चांसलर श्री मदन लाल मीणा जी, इस विश्वविद्यालय के कार्यवाहक कुलपति प्रोफेसर टी श्रीनिवासन जी, गणमान्य अतिथिगण, शिक्षकगण, देवियों और स्वजनों, प्यारे विद्यार्थियों, सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। आंध्र प्रदेश के इस ऐतिहासिक नगर में इस केंद्रीय जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय एक प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह को संबोधित करते हुए मुझे प्रसन्नता हो रही है। आज उपाधियां प्राप्त करने वाले तथा उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन के लिए पदक प्राप्त करने वाले विद्यार्थियों को मेरी शुभकामनाएं और बधाई। वे सभी शिक्षकगण, अभिभावकगण भी बधाई के पात्र हैं, जिन्होंने विद्यार्थियों का प्रोत्साहन और मार्गदर्शन किया। मुझे बताया गया है कि विश्वविद्यालय की इस प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह में उपाधियां प्राप्त करने वाले विद्यार्थियों में लगभग 40% बेटियां हैं। हर्ष की बात यह है कि स्वर्ण पदक प्राप्त करने वाली में लगभग 70% बेटियां हैं। बेटियों के लिए ट्राई वाला महिला सशक्तिकरण बढ़ते कदमों के साथ ही ये उपलब्धि संस्था की समावेशी सोच और जेंडर जस्टिस के प्रति संवेदनशीलता की को दर्शाता है। इस जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय पर अनेक विशेष जिम्मेदारियां हैं। ये अपेक्षा की जाती है कि ये विश्वविद्यालय जनजातीय समाज के आत्मविश्वास, नेतृत्व और नीति निर्माण का केंद्र बने। सामाजिक न्याय के उद्देश्य से स्थापित की गई ऐसी संस्थाओं का ये दायित्व भी होता है कि वे अपने क्षेत्र में जनजातीय समाज की शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, कौशल विकास, आजीविका और वनाधिकार के लिए जमीनी स्तर पर काम करें। मुझे विश्वास है कि आने वाले वर्षों में इस विश्वविद्यालय द्वारा वंचित एवं जनजातीय समुदाय के युवाओं के सर्वांगीण विकास के साथ ही इस क्षेत्र के समग्र विकास के लिए भी सार्थक प्रयास किया जाएगा। देवियों और स्वजनों, मुझे बताया गया है कि पिछले 7 वर्षों से ये विश्वविद्यालय गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा के केंद्र के रूप में विकसित हो रहा है। यहाँ के पाठ्यक्रमों में लचीलापन है और डिग्रियां कठोर सीमाओं में नहीं बंधी गई है। व्यवहारिक अनुभव पर बोल देने वाले साथी विश्वविद्यालय के अनेक पाठ्यक्रमों में देशज और आधुनिकता का ज्ञान धाराओं का संतुलित समन्वय किया जा रहा है। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, दीक्षांत समारोह में मिलने वाले उपाधि प्रत्येक विद्यार्थियों के जीवन का एक महत्वपूर्ण चरण है। आज आपके लिए खुशी मनाने का दिन है, लेकिन इसके साथ ही ये पल आपको अपने भविष्य के बारे में संकल्प लेने का भी ये प्रेरणा करता है। तेजी से बदलते हुए परिवेश में अपने आप को प्रासंगिक बनाए रखने के लिए युवाओं को कौशल विकास के नई उभरते क्षितिजों पर विशेष ध्यान देने की आवश्यकता है। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि विश्वविद्यालय ने आपको इस तरह से सक्षम बनाया होगा और नवाचारी सोच तथा आत्मविश्वास के बल पर आप सफलता की ओर बढ़ सकेंगे। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, पुस्तकीय ज्ञान के साथ ही आप अपने परिवेश से भी सीखें और व्यवहारिक कौशल विकसित करें। यही सार्थक शिक्षा है। विद्यार्थियों को अपने समुदाय, संस्कृति और परंपराओं से जुड़े रहने हुए समाज और देश के भविष्य को बेहतर बनाना है। इस विश्वविद्यालय में और विशेषकर जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय में जनजातीय समाज की आजीविका संवर्धन के लिए ऐसी नवाचारी व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए जिसके आधार पर वन उपज, हस्तशिल्प, मिलेट्स, औषधीय पौधे, इको टूरिज्म और स्थानीय उद्यमिता पर उपयोगी कार्य हो सके। तेजी से विकसित हो रही भारत में अपने विरासत से जुड़े रहने के साथ साथ आधुनिक विज्ञान के लाभ समाज के हर वर्ग तक ले जाने की आवश्यकता है। मुझे बताया गया है कि इसी उद्देश्य से विश्वविद्यालय द्वारा उत्तरी आंध्र प्रदेश के जनजातीय समुदाय के सशक्तिकरण के लिए साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी हब संचालित किया जा रहा है। देवियों और स्वजनों, मुझे बताया गया है कि विश्वविद्यालय में जनजातीय कल्याण, सार्वजनिक स्वास्थ्य, जलवायु परिवर्तन, खाद्य एवं पोषण सुरक्षा और ऊर्जा संरक्षण पर एकेडमी और जमीनी कार्य करने पर अपना ध्यान केंद्रित किया गया है। ये आयाम समतामूलक विकसित भारत के निर्माण में अहम भूमिका निभाएंगे। विश्वविद्यालय ने जनजातीय कौशल विकास केंद्र स्थापित करके विविध क्षेत्रों में परियोजनाएं संचालित की है और निकटवर्ती गांव को उनके समग्र विकास के लिए अपनाया गया है। जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय से विशेष रूप से ये अपेक्षा भी की जाती है कि वे जनजातीय भाषा बोलियां के संरक्षण पर मिशन मोड में काम करेंगे। मुझे बताया गया है कि आपकी संस्था के ट्राइबल स्टडीज विभाग द्वारा कुई और सावरा समेत अनेक जनजातीय बोलियों के डॉक्यूमेंटेशन को लेकर के इसी प्रकार से जमीनी कार्य किया जा रहा है। मुझे ये जानकर प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि विश्वविद्यालय ने राज्य सैनिक बोर्ड के सहयोग से सशस्त्र बलों के कर्मियों, पूर्व सैनिकों तथा अनेक आश्रितों के लिए एक शिक्षा प्रशिक्षण केंद्र की स्थापना की है। ये पहल सराहनीय है। वर्ष 2047 तो विकसित भारत बनाने का हमारा लक्ष्य है। मुझे विश्वास है कि आंध्र प्रदेश का एक केंद्रीय जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय अपना सार्थक, समावेशी और पर्यावरण संरक्षण पर केंद्रित व्यवहारिक संरक्षण पद्धति से इस लक्ष्य प्राप्त करे और उसका महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएगा। यहाँ के जनजातीय समाज की अपनी समृद्ध सांस्कृतिक परंपराओं और प्रकृति से जुड़ी जीवन शैली है। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि समाज के इस वर्ग को आधुनिक शिक्षा के उपयोगी आयामों से जोड़कर ये विश्वविद्यालय देश के समतापरक विकास में यहाँ के युवाओं की महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका सुनिश्चित करेगा। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, ये दीक्षांत समारोह आप में एक विशेष उत्साह और उल्लास का संचार कर रहा है। इस विश्वविद्यालय से आपने जो अनुभव और कुशलता पाए हैं, उसके बल पर आप अपना भविष्य संवारने के लिए आगे बढ़ेंगे। अपनी बेहतरी के साथ ही अपने समाज और देश के लिए भी आपको सक्रिय योगदान करना है। ये भाव आपके दिल दिमाग से कभी ओझल नहीं होना चाहिए। आपको ऐसे भारत का निर्माण में सहायता करनी है जहां विकास समतापूर्वक है और कोई भी पीछे ना छूट पाए। मेरे पूर्व वक्ता मंत्री लोकेश जी मेरे बारे में बता रहे थे। मैं मेरे गांव के पहली ग्रेजुएट, मेरे जैसा यहाँ आज जो प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह में मेरे जैसा ही कुछ बेटियां, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स, उनके परिवार के कोई पहले पदकधारी होंगे। आप जानते हैं, जब घर का नींव या फाउंडेशन हम बनाते हैं, फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग होना चाहिए। तो इसके ऊपर जो लोड दिया जाएगा, ईंट के, पत्थर के, सीमेंट के, लोहे का छोड़ के, वो संभाल सके। इसलिए आपने आपको इतने मजबूत बनाना होगा, क्योंकि आप पहले कोई पदकधारी है। आपके ऊपर बहुत लोगों का रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, दायित्व है, केवल अपनों के लिए नहीं, समाज के लिए भी। कभी कभी मैं अपने बीते हुए काल को मैं मोड़ कर देखती हूँ। मेरे पिताजी कहा करते थे, पता नहीं तुम क्या बनोगे, जो भी बनोगे आगे तो बढ़ना ही है, लेकिन पीछे मुड़ कर देखो। आपसे, आप जिस दरिद्रता से या जिस संघर्ष से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, आपसे भी अधिक ऐसे संघर्ष भरा पीछे रहे हैं। इसलिए पीछे मुड़कर देखो। आपका कर्तव्य है समाज को, पीछे रहने वाले लोगों को आगे लाना है। इससे ही आपका शिक्षा का सार्थकता या महत्व उपलब्ध होगा। ये केवल समाज के लिए नहीं, अपने लिए, देश के लिए भी ये बहुत बड़ा उपलब्धि है। और इसी के साथ ही, इसी मनसा के साथ आज से उसी काम में जो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी कहा करते थे, आप जॉब सीकर नहीं, जॉब प्रोवाइडर बनो। जॉब केवल अपने लिए या अपने परिवार के लिए, आप समाज को, दरिद्रता को, पीछे रहने वाले लोगों को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए आपको इसी से आप मजबूत बनाना होगा, जो बहुत सारे लोगों को आगे बढ़ने के लिए आप उनको सहारा दे सके, रास्ता दिखा सके। इसीलिए मैं कहना चाहूँगी, आज आदिवासियों को या जनजातियों को आगे लाने के लिए गवर्नमेंट अपने तरफ से प्रयास कर रहे हैं, लेकिन मेरा क्या दायित्व है, मेरा क्या रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है? मुझे गवर्नमेंट जो इतने सहायता दे रहे हैं उसका क्या रिजल्ट होगा? इसलिए हम लोगों को आज से मेंटली प्रिपेयर होना होगा, नौकरी करके अपने लिए नहीं, समाज के लिए, समाज को बदलने के लिए, शिक्षा, संस्कृति, परंपरा, आर्थिक, सामाजिक व्यवस्था को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए ये जो गवर्नमेंट का जो प्रयास है उसको साकार बनाना होगा। आपसे समाज का बहुत उम्मीद है, इस उम्मीद से खरा उतरना होगा। खुद को बढ़ाने के साथ साथ समाज को, देश को भी आगे बढ़ाना है। इस सभागार में उपस्थित आप सभी विद्यार्थी हमारे भावी राष्ट्र निर्माता है। राष्ट्र निर्माण के यज्ञ में अपनी क्षमता भर योगदान करने का संकल्प अपने अडिग बना रहे। इसी कामना के साथ मैं आपके उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करती हूँ और बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Song and national anthem.
Shah
request all of you to settle in your respective seats. We shall resume the convocation.